Hello everyone, so today I've got an unboxing video for you. I'm sorry about the one-handed camera work and the shakiness. Unfortunately my camcorder broke. Well, I say it broke, I dropped it and it didn't work. So, well, it was my own fault, but I wasn't best pleased about that, so I'm going to have to buy another one. Never mind. So in this box there should be a Deluxe Hoover cleaner. The cleaner for the discriminating woman satisfied by nothing but the very best. Well, I said I wouldn't do that rendition from that 1950s Hoover advert, but I couldn't help myself, so there we go. Anyway, I've opened the tape on this box just to make things easier, because as I said, I don't have my camcorder, and since I don't have my camcorder, I can't use my tripod. I'm having to use my iPhone 8 Plus to record this video, so I don't have any way of holding it, apart from me holding it. So there you go. Anyway, let's get rid of the packaging. He said he'd package it really well, and he seems to have done. I might use this packaging, it seems quite good. Could build something out of that, couldn't you? Make a little den, I suppose, for your kids. Not that anyone watching this video probably has any. I mean, I'm assuming, but people that collect vacuum cleaners tend to be of a certain way. But there you go. If there's anyone below 16 watching this, then you'll know what I mean in a few years' time. Anyway, I'm going off track here, so let's take all this packaging out and see what we have. I can see the tools. So, God, he has packaged it very well, hasn't he? Right, ooh. So I've never seen this pink colour in real life. It's quite nice, actually, isn't it? Well, as far as the handle grip goes. So there's the hand grip. It's a bit grubby, but it's not that bad, to be honest. The upper cord hook and the bag support. There's the handle. Of course, unlike my 6525C Senior in the blue colour that I got a few weeks ago, this isn't brand new. It'd be amazing if it was, but I'm just really pleased to get this as it's all original. So here's the outer bag. Well, if I can get into it. Oh, I'm not keen on that material. This is like an American type vinyl bag. So this just looks quite dirty. This might come off actually. Let's see what we can use to clean that. I won't use anything too harsh. It's not as poor quality as I thought it would be. A lot of people, well, as I've been led to believe that these are quite, you can see what colour it is on the inside, that's what colour it should be. I thought these were really fragile, but to be honest, it's not that bad. The seller said there's a few rips. There we go, there's one there. Very small rips. And there's a couple on the side. But I said that's nothing really. For the age of this, it's from about 58 till 62, I believe. But that's not bad at all. And it's in really good condition around the bottom of the bag, as you can see. So that is very good condition. So I'm going to try and give this a good clean and see if I can get, well, I don't think I'll ever get it like it is, how it should be on the inside there. But hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of this dirt off. We'll see. But yes, the material that bag's made of is nowhere near as fragile as I was thinking it would be. And I apologise that the camera keeps going out of focus here. But anyway, right, let's have a look. So we have the lower handle section here. I can get it out. There we go. I think I will reuse all this packaging. It's very substantial. Is there anything in here? I don't think so. Put that to one side just in case there is. But there's the lower handle section. A little bit of the paint scraped off, but in very good condition for its age. Let's put that to the side. So what do we have here? It looks like we have the hose, because it did come with the tools as well. Right, so we have the 2 extension ones, and this has the older type metal click fit button connection. In the 70s, sorry about this here, in the 70s this part would have been plastic. Then of course when we went into the 80s that was a twist lock fit. Put that to the side. And then we have the hose. It's very long hose. There you can see, again we have the older metal connection there. And also with this being the earlier Senior toolkit, it has the end that clicks onto the tool converter. So that's everything that's in there. Right, let's take out the tools if we can. There we go. So there you can see we have the tool converter, which slides in the back, which looks in very good condition. Could also try this out on my brand new 6525 Senior, although I don't know if I'd have the courage to do it, because of course there's some metal on there, and metal on metal will scratch, so it'll probably take the paint off if I slid that in the back on the new model that I've got. Anyway, we have a blower piece there. You can attach that onto the fill tube and use it for blowing. You have the all-purpose nozzle in there, the floor brush, the dusting brush, and the crevice tool in its Hoover Deluxe cleaning tools box. That's really cool. So that's that. So more packaging here. I think, is that everything? I'll get my hand under there. And I think that's everything out the box. It is marvellous. So we'll just ignore all that for now. I would normally edit all this bit out of getting rid of all that, but since I'm just using my iPhone, I'll probably just upload this straight to YouTube. But when I do the demo of this, once I've restored this machine, I will make sure I've got a camcorder up and running so you can see everything properly. Right. Ooh, I've just seen something I've never actually experienced before myself. Right. And it has the original pink cord as well, which is really cool. There's a very old-fashioned looking plug on there. What make is that? Let's see. Not going to focus, is it? So it's an ease elec, apparently. Anyway, that's that. It's getting a very strange smell off this. Sort of a dusty smell. Well, you'd expect, wouldn't you? So there's the fill tube. It's more like an American looking fill tube. Ours had sort of a different shape around the top here. But it has the little metal spring. I've never seen one of those before. That's very much earlier style of Hoover band there. Later ones just use like a belt. Got the handle release there. And the thick and normal height control, and it also has the older switch. That's really cool. So let's have a bit of a better look at this. It looks really dark on my screen here, but it's a bit lighter in real life. So apart from the superficial dirt and the marks, which will all come off, it looks in very good shape. Very, very, very good condition for its age, I must say. This is a little bit skew with here, the metal trim, but that will even out when I've finished with it, hopefully. But yes, the paintwork's in very good condition. It's just dirty. The bumpers need a good clean as well, which hopefully will clean up. I'm not sure if that's a bit discoloured, but we'll see. Let's have a look underneath. So it's well, it just says the Hoover cleaner. Does it give us a model? It doesn't seem to say, does it? But it's 385 watts, made by Hoover Limited, Great Britain. Oh yes, sorry, there it is. I was looking for it on the rating plate, which is a plate, as you can hear, not a sticker. So it's, of course, model 652, and there's a serial number, which you can date it from that, but you need the little book with all the serial numbers in, which tells you the dates of the particular serial number batches, which I don't have, so I'm going to try and track those down so I can find out exactly when this was made. But looking at it, with the very early ones of this model had the lettering on the right hand side of the bag, and then later on they changed to the left side, so I'm thinking it's probably from about 1959, 1960, somewhere around there. Anyway, let's have a look. The one's already undone. Let's have a look inside here. So the brush roll's a bit rusty. Not too bad. This is a bit dirty in here. A bit of the paint's come off, but with all the grit that these machines pick up, there's no wonder. Wheels are dirty, of course, and they're white, unlike later ones, which were sort of a clear type colour. I don't know, they weren't clear, but they sort of had like a translucent effect. Belt's perished, of course, a little bit, but it's still attached. Motor sounds okay on the overrun. So there's the base plate. Now this earlier model doesn't have the 2-speed motor. There's no 2-speed switch in there. There is actually the gap for it, as you can see, but it doesn't have a 2-speed, which is a bit strange. I'm not sure why, I just realised, I'm not sure why he's took the bag off like that, because he's literally just come off like that. But anyway, I think what I'll do here is I'll just quickly pause and put all this together, and then we'll turn it on and see how it runs. Well, I've just assembled it, as you can see. So it's plugged in and ready to go. I haven't switched it on yet, so it'll probably need a new belt, as I said. So whether the brush roll makes proper contact, I don't know. But here we go. Let's turn this on for the first time. Well, for my first time of turning it on anyway. So let's see what happens. Well, that doesn't sound quite right, does it? Let's just check the fan. Probably won't be able to see in there, will you? The fan looks okay. There's not much play in the motor, so not sure. Maybe the carbon brushes are going, which you can actually still buy. Anyway, there we have it. So this will have a full restoration and hopefully will be sounding a lot better than this. Okay, so I've just taken the cover off and given the machine a quick look at, and as you can see how dirty it is with carbon dust. I've checked both carbon brushes and they're absolutely fine. The top bearing is a bit dirty, but it's still got enough lubricant in it and it seems fine. And when I've actually checked further, oh by the way, the suppressor hasn't gone either. As I said in my junior strip down and restoration video, I've never ever had a problem with Hoover suppressors. I've had problems with Electrolux ones, but Hoover ones have always seemed okay. Right, now the problem we're having with the sound of this machine being more like a bloody lawnmower than a vacuum cleaner, the problem is, if you look at this, I was going like this and I thought, oh, the bearings seem fine. But if you do it this way, see how much play there is there. That the front bearing, the one behind the fan, needs replacing. If the fan was loose, there'd be movement this way as well. But because it's that way, side to side, the front bearing behind the fan is very worn. So they are still available. It takes the same one as a junior. So I will replace that, and it should sound as it should again. So once I've worked on the motor and give everything a good clean, as you can see how dirty it is, of course, because it's years and years old, I should be able to get this sounding and looking pretty swish. Now the bag, I'm going to touch it, don't want to make it any dirtier than it is. The bag, I'm going to try and clean. I'd probably be better off using something like washing up liquid, you know, what you use for your dishes, and giving it a bit of a scrub with a sponge, not too hard, but I want to try and be careful because I did look at these letters and they're not like the ones on the British vinyl bags, the British Hoover vinyl bags. This lettering's just printed on, it's not like fused on, so I want to be careful with that. Although this is a British model, but because it's so early, I don't think Hoover actually had a bag for the Senior ready for when this machine was to be released, so I think that's why they used these American type vinyl bags. But yes, this is a British model. And there's also some interesting things which I'll point out since I'm in this vicinity while it's apart, is that the early models had this aluminium trim around the headlight. It's a little bit bent at that side, so I'm going to try and sort that out and make it nice and flush when it's on the casing. And there's also this aluminium trim around the Hoover badge, so that's quite an interesting detail. Sorry if my nose is sounding quite blocked here, it's all the dust. I don't know what that is over there, that mess on the floor. But anyway, there we are. So I'm going to restore this and you'll see a final video where I will demo it and also show the tools at a later date. So from now, for now, this is all we have to see on this beautiful 1950s or early 60s 652 Deluxe Senior. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.